So Mona is a character that ever since release never really had a good niche to be used in. The only time people would actually use her is if they don't have Kokumi and they want to run a free steam. Outside of that, she never really got a chance to shine because her burst lasts way too short and she never really provided much utility outside of giving a buff that only lasts for around 6 seconds. Now, why she would be useful in a Hu Tao team is actually because there is a Furina. So we all know that Furina needs a healer to be run, and Mona is a character that does not provide any healing like at all. But when you use the prototype Amber, there's a refinement rank 2. If you use a refinement 5 prototype Amber with a 4-piece maiden set, I didn't level up any of these artifacts, but it doesn't really matter. As long as you just give her a lot of ER, she will be able to burst every cooldown, and this would actually restore around 36% of a single party member's HP. So if you use this and apply it to your entire party, she actually heals like quite a bit. These constellations don't really matter, except for Constellation 1, which actually does provide a decent benefit. Well, not really that big of a benefit, like a 15% vaporized damage increase. But besides that, yeah, she actually does provide something for a Hu Tao team. We see an Omen lasts for around 5 seconds. And within this 5-second Omen duration, you could unleash around 2 charge attacks and a burst. So this actually could provide a decent damage increase for a small amount of time. And depending on the enemy that you're fighting, sometimes they might have really high stagger resistance, which prevents the Omen from popping immediately. So you can launch a bit more charge attacks and have them get buffed by the Omen as well. So outside of Mona, you could run someone like Kokomi, where she can provide healing like in a regular basis, but I think it applies a little too much healing, where you're above 50% HP on Hu Tao, and the single target nature of Kokomi means that you won't actually be healing as much as a prototype Amber Mona, which is funny. You can always run prototype Amber on your Kokomi, but outside of healing, she won't really provide anything for the team. You can also run Baisu, which yeah does work. I don't like it as much because he does not provide that much to the team aside from healing. And again, I think he heals a little too much, which would actually be very beneficial for your Furina, but it is bad for your Hu Tao, which wants to be below 50% HP. I could say the same thing for Jean, because Jean also buffs you, and especially is good in reducing enemy resistance against Hydro, because you can't really swirl the Pyro on Hu Tao. And so I think Jean is the second best option for this team, but I prefer Mona because of her synergies with all the other Hydro characters in the team, and also being able to provide a bigger upfront damage for Hu Tao, which genuinely does a lot of damage. Now you'd actually want to run Hu Tao with Marishase, because of Furina's HP drain. This would actually give her so much more damage in comparison to the standard set, which is the Crimson Witch set. So yeah, you'd really rather run a Marishase. Note that I have Hu Tao at C1, but you don't really need C1 because, I mean, yeah, it's C1. And I leveled up all my talents. So yeah, it's also really easy to build Mona because you don't really need to build anything else besides the prototype Amber. You don't really need to build HP because the prototype Amber heals based on 6% of your entire party member every 6 seconds. So that's already a 36% HP healing, which is quite a lot. And yeah, with the buff of Maidens, this makes it a lot stronger. Now the next character you'd want on the team is either Yelan or Xingqiu. So for most of my showcases, I'll be using Yelan. I've just built her with enough ER to burst off a cooldown. Now if you want to go Xingqiu, it's roughly the same. You would rather go Xingqiu if you want more survivability, but if you have enough survivability, then Yelan is enough, and she will provide you more damage bonus and more personal damage also. And lastly, you'd want to bring Furina as your last slot. And for your Furina, you'd want her to have at least 60 to 180. I have more than enough to burst off of cooldown. You'd want to run her on Festering Desire if you have it, and an amazing option would also be the Key for the additional EM buff. So from what I checked, this weapon will give you an additional 100 to 120 EM. And if you're running the Key, you would use an ER stance in order to burst off a cooldown.
shadows of fate, written in the stars. God's over! Busted. Let the world collide! Game's up. Fate is upon you. Higher, higher, hands on fire! String of bones! I hurt you. Game's up. Time to shine! Lucky squad, written in the stars! Shower me with praise!
Things are about to get dicey.
Let the world collide! Shadow! Fate is upon you! See? Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
Yoo-hoo! Written in the stars! Delved into... Let the world collide!
Things are about to get dicey.
Delved into destiny, written in the stars. God's over! Time to shine!
Actually, yeah, I've been enjoying using Mona and Furina together because they actually make such a good team. And I know Prototype Amber healing build Mona is kind of like a meme build and shouldn't really be taken seriously, but I really do think it's genuinely viable, and not only viable but actually really really good. I really love using Furina because she just opens up so many team options, and she makes characters that haven't been viable for 3 years into characters that are really good, again like Mona and actually also Jean. So I'm planning to do more testing with her in more teams. So if you have any team suggestions, please let me know.